So dear student, now we can talk about this very important and the most fundamental law in electrostatics, which is for calculation of electric force between the point charges. So first, between 2 point charges. This Coulomb's law was obviously developed by Charles Augustus Coulomb in 1785 when he measured force between 2 point charges using his arrangement of torsional balance. So in his experimental setup of torsional balance, he measured force between 2 point charges. And as per his observation, the force between 2 point charges placed r distance apart is directly proportional to product of the charges and is inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. So as a whole, it can be said as force between 2 point charges placed r distant apart is directly proportional to product of the charges and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. We can say this force is small k q1 q2 by r square, where this small k is constant. Now this force, or if we describe this constant k, it is further in vacuum or in air. K has a value 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, and k has a value 9 into 10 to the power 9. Now what is this epsilon naught? Epsilon naught is permittivity of free space. It is called as epsilon naught, permittivity of free space. And this epsilon naught itself has a value 8.854 10 to the power minus 12. Its unit Coulomb square per Newton per into meter square. Now, if we are keeping two charges in 2 point charges in air or in vacuum, and they are kept r distant apart, then Coulomb's law says force between them is either written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is permittivity of free space. Permittivity tells the extent to which the medium permits electric field or electric force, into q1 q2 by r square. If I write this force in air or in vacuum in value, it can be written as 9 into 10 to the power 9 q1 q2 by r square. Now, if I compare this Coulomb's law with Newton's law of gravitation, we can find there is a similarity, because Newton's law of gravitation was also the same. F, force of attraction between two masses which are kept r distant apart, is g m1 m2 by r square. So it is similar to the Newton's law of gravitation, like Newton's law of gravitation or Newton's law of universal gravitational force is the most fundamental law for the gravitational forces. Similarly, electrostatics for electrostatic forces is Coulomb's law is the most fundamental law, and it is analogous to Newton's law of gravitation in electrostatics or in electricity. Now we are in a position to talk a little more in case if we do not have only air or vacuum between the two charges. In case if the space between the two charges is filled with a medium. So what will happen when you have charge q1 here and you have charge q2 here, and the space between the two charges q1 and q2 is not air nor vacuum, it is some medium, and it has a dielectric constant k. So for a medium, we have a term dielectric constant. We have learned about dielectric constant in charge also when we were talking of induced charge. We have a term dielectric constant, or this is also called as epsilon m. This is permittivity of medium. Like we have permittivity of vacuum, which was epsilon naught. Here epsilon m will be the permittivity of medium. So I have talked two terms. One is K, the dielectric constant, and epsilon m, which is permittivity of medium. Now, how to write the force between the two charges when they are placed r distant apart now, and there is a medium of dielectric constant K, and the medium has a permittivity epsilon m. So the force should be written as 1 over 4 pi epsilon m into q1 q2 by r square. Force in the medium should be written as 1 over 4 pi epsilon m q1 q2 by r square. But can I write this epsilon m in terms of epsilon naught? So here I have a term, I call it dielectric constant or relative permeability. This dielectric constant is also called as relative permittivity. So this is permittivity of medium by permittivity of vacuum. So permittivity of medium is actually K into epsilon naught. So here this force in the medium is written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K into q1 q2 by r square. So when we are talking of the force between the two charges when there is a medium of constant K, dielectric constant K is introduced between them, then force is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K q1 q2 by r square. Remember, this is represented as capital K, where earlier when the proportionality constant was represented as small k. So force in the medium will be 9 into 10 to the power 9 divided by relative permittivity or dielectric constant K q1 q2 by r square. So I can finally say, when we are in a medium, when there is a medium between the two charges, in that case the force in the medium will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K or into q1 q2 by r square, or it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r q1 q2 by r square. And thus the force in the medium will be 9 into 10 to the power 9 divided by K into q1 q2 by r square. So that's how we can calculate force between the two charges when there is a medium of dielectric constant K introduced between them. Now, as we have learned, in case if we have two charges q1 and q2 and their space r distant apart in air, the force between them would be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. This is force in air. Now, on the other hand, if we have got two charges q1 and q2 apart and there is a dielectric constant of the medium introduced between them is K, the force between them in medium would be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K q1 q2 by r square. But Just imagine a situation you are told you have got two charges Q1 and Q2 and a part of the space between them is having a thickness T with a dielectric constant K, where the whole space between them is R. What will be the force between them? So this is case 1, we have already discussed. This is case 2, we have already discussed. This is case 3, which we are looking at. What happens if partially the space between them is filled with a dielectric? So before going into this detail, I would like to go for distances between the two charges for equivalent force. So I am going to take now distances between the two charges for similar force. Now let's try to understand. We have got two charges Q1 and Q2. They are placed r distant apart. The force between them is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square. I am looking in case if I fill the medium between them with a dielectric constant K, how much will be the, if this is the distance in air, force in air, this is the distance in air, how much should be the distance now for the same force? So force in medium would be 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught K Q1 Q2 by r medium square, where we are looking for a situation where we would like to have these two forces same. We would like to have the gap between them to the extent so that the force between them is still the same. So I just make some space over here. Now for the same force, for the same value of these two forces, force in air should be force in medium. So I can say 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r air square is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K Q1 Q2 by r medium square, and I can say r medium is equal to r medium into K, r medium square into K is equal to r air square. So r medium into root K is equal to r air. So that distance for the similar force, if the separation in the medium is r medium, when I multiply r medium with root K, I will be getting that distance in air which will provide the same force. It means, what I am trying to say here is, this is very important conclusion. What we are trying to say here is, in case if we have two charges Q1 and Q2, and there in between them, although the gap is r, but there is the thickness T which is having dielectric constant K introduced between them, then for the same force, for equivalent force in air, for equivalent force in air, the gap should be r dash should be r minus T. This is that gap which is already in air, plus the gap in medium, the gap with medium is T. So T into root K. This will be the equivalent distance which will provide the force between the 2 point charges as though they are placed in air. So I can say force now will be between them is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2, it is Q1 Q2 divided by r dash square, or 9 into 10 to the power 9 Q1 Q2 divided by R minus T plus T root K square. This is how we can get the force between the two charges when partially the space between them is filled with a dielectric of constant K. So I hope you could understand the basic concept behind it, and the same thing as you can see over here.